Okay, what am I up to today? Well, I got the old tank and I got the new pump in. Now, the new pump is somewhat like a diesel. It has a lot of oomph to it, but it's not 100 psi sure flow. But what I wanted to show is the effects of long tube on a pump, because you have a thing known as friction loss. And I'll kind of demonstrate, because this pump is temperamental. It likes electricity and it likes to push a lot of water, but it doesn't like a lot of small diameter tubing because that's a lot of force. Now it can push it, but I just want to show the effects of a smaller tubing, which is why when you look at Perry coming up with the newer, let's say, half-inch hose, you're like, well, why do I need a delivery hose that's maybe a half-inch? Well, I found that out when I hooked up 3/4 hose to my pump, just how much more water I got. And then I hooked my half-inch garden hose up to it, my Flexzilla. Wow, a big difference. And I've always been a believer of use a bigger delivery hose if your pump can maintain that hose, and then use a smaller for your pole hose. Use the shortest amount of small diameter hose as possible for your delivery system. Using 100 psi sure flow or something, sure, go knock yourself out. But for me, I like the big puppy right there. So, just to give you an idea. Okay, this is my little red bar because you can see it pretty good. Okay, let's say from the end of my car is about 9 foot, and I'm only hitting past the license plate, so it's only putting out about 4 foot of arc or so. Not a very big arc at all, but hey, it's enough to clean with. Now if you hold on a second, I'll show what happens when you cut about 300 feet off that. Okay, here we are again. And if you listen to the first part of it, you can hear the pump pumping. Now let me crank it on. Alright, now hear the sound of that guy? Much higher pitched, a lot less resistance. And wow, look at the flow of that baby now. I mean, I'm hitting about 10, 12 feet now. Just hear it cranking. The jets are hitting past, so you're hitting at 10 foot. So that's what happens when you reduce resistance using a larger diameter hose. And right now I have 50 foot of half-inch and 100 foot of 3/8. 3/8 is my feed tube, or excuse me, my pole tube, whereas my half-inch. So you see that is much different. So just a helpful hint, if you have a smaller pump and you're not getting the flow from your spray bars or your jets that you like, if you would increase your hose from your out, you'll definitely get a lot better flow coming off your pump, which is one reason why I switched to 3/8 hose, because now all my little pumps can crank. Even my high flow 2.1, that thing puts out a lot more now that I went to 3/8 hose. That's 70 psi, and it also puts out up to 3.5 gallons a minute because it's a 5-chamber. This is known as what is called a washdown pump. So if you're a fisherman, you have a boat, you kind of know what a washdown pump is. The only kicker to this thing is you need to have pretty powerful battery. So I got me one that they use for trawling motors, about 100 amp hour, deep cycle. So yeah, just thought I'd throw out some knowledge there to help you out. If you have a small pump, you may not need to buy a new pump. All you may have to do is increase your output hose, shorten your working pole hose. You get a lot better flow coming on.